Hey folks, how y'all doing? Trent Clark here with Mallett Buildings. Let's get this show started today. Like always, $500 discount every week to military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, and first responders. If you're one of those people and looking for a building, make sure you grab that $500 discount. All right, Tiger Cash. All right, type in cash to a live feed just like this one, get an additional $1,000 off. Okay, so if you're looking for a building, type in cash on a live feed. Get you $1,000 off. We've got some specials going on. We want you to call in for special pricing, okay? This is the classic building. Remember, folks, we don't have the value building no more. The classic building has 2x8 standard 2x8 truss, scissor truss, 5-on-12 roof pitch. Our competitors' best building can't compare to our classic building. Why? Nobody does 2x8 scissor truss, okay? Why is that important? 2x8 scissor truss is 74% has an increase in bending strength, okay? Because our competitors, folks, are going to tell you that that's not necessary, that a 2x8 truss is not necessary. The reason why they're going to tell you that is because they can't do it. They can't go and buy a scissor truss made with 2x8 lumber, okay? Another thing is it's 175% deflection. Better than 2x6s, okay? So they can tell you that it's not necessary, but I can promise you it's better, okay? And you know, we're continuing to improve our process here. That's why we now have the classic building with 2x8 scissor truss, 5-on-12 roof pitch. Remember, 4,000 PSI concrete, our competitors just don't do that. They're gonna be at 3,000. We're 33% stronger at our standard PSI. Okay, we use concrete on every post. Our competitors just don't do that, folks. That's going to be the footing underneath their posts. They can do it, but they're going to have to charge you for it. This is standard on our building. Like I said, cable retention system, they don't do that. So here's what you got. You got the best building, classic building, signature series, and elite. Our competitors are not going to do a cable retention system. They're just not going to do it. That helps tremendously, superior than anything out there for uplift protection. 2x8 scissor truss, they're just not going to do that. They can't do that. Nobody builds that but us here at Mallett Building. So there's two things right off the bat that we're superior at. Now you're going to have the 2x12 header. Our competitors don't do that, folks. We do it here. All right. So now that I got that out the way, I want you to understand that this is a special. We want you to call in. Standard truss, 5 on 12 roof pitch, okay? 20 by 50 by 12. Call our building specialist, ask what the price is. We're going to give you a special price for calling in, okay? Classic building number 2 on special this week, okay? A 30 by 30 by 12. Remember, all these buildings are 5 on 12 roof pitch and standard 2 by 8 scissor truss, okay? Classic building number 3, you got a 40 by 50 by 12. All right, call in for the special price. We got a special price. We want you to call in for it. All right, our building specialists are waiting. Let's see. Now, we got our elite special. Call in for these prices as well, but we're throwing in something. We're throwing in up to, you're going to get a special price when you call in, but we're throwing in a $17,000 value. How can we get that? Well, the elite is superior than anything out there in the country, folks. We got all the bells and whistles with this building, okay? You're going to get all the bells and whistles. You're going to get thrown in there. You're going to get your, this is going to be 6-inch concrete, okay, opposed to 4-inch, and it still is 4,000. That's 2.5 times stronger than 4-inch concrete. On the elite package, you also get roof and wall insulation. You're going to get the cable retention system, all that. But look, we're throwing in either a gable extension, okay, or you can pick your height at no extra charge. So you can get an extension of any one of these building sizes, a 30 by 50, a 40 by 50, or a 40 by 60. We're going to throw in a gable extension if you want that, or if, oh, and. Oh, man, this is new. Last week it was or, now it's and. And pick your height, okay? So this is unbelievable, folks. You get that on both of them and call in for that special price on this elite. Now, the only price that we're showing you today is this little Cajun Oasis, the elite. Remember, it's got the electrical package in it and a 3-ton AC, wall-mounted AC. It's a 20 by 30 by 12 for only $29,999. Again, this is a $6,000 value for your electrical package and a $7,500 value on that 3-ton package unit. We're throwing that in on this building, folks. Okay, we already sold 4 or 5 of these, maybe even 6 now. Come get it while it's hot, all right? Now, we talk about our referral program. As always, we give $200 every buying customer you send our way. If they buy a building, we're going to give you $200. Now, we've made that even better. If you do that 10 times, we're going to pay you $200 each time, so that's $2,000. But I'm going to ask you to pack your bags and come eat. Lee's going to cook for you. He cooks a great steak, and you can stay at the ranch, okay? Going to stay in this cabin or a cabin just like it. Here's the inside, very nice. And by the way, this is all post-frame construction. We've built that out of post-frame. You can do this like on the lakeside. You can make your little oasis like this if you want to upgrade the metal on the outside, okay? And then you can finish it out like we did here on the inside of this. This is the ponds. You know, you drop a line in there, you're going to catch a fish. I guarantee it, okay? Now, getting back to us, the difference between us, our standards and theirs, 2-part series, our classic building versus their top tier. There's just no comparison, folks. I explained that to you. I kind of jumped the gun when I first started this show. I told you all that in the beginning. And this is our facility. You know, most of our competitors don't even have a place that you can go visit, all right? I'm not bragging, folks. It's just showing you that the years in experience we have. And not only that, think about that. The years of experience we have, the buildings that we build, and we still strive to put out quality buildings out there, just like what we did with the classic building. We don't settle for mediocre here. We do the best. We got the best product, the best quality, and the best materials, okay? Built with superior materials. Here it is right here, designed with engineering process. All these companies must print the premium options, okay? Nobody has the options that we have. Like when you talk about our elite, we throw everything in there that you could possibly need in that building. And you can get the electrical package, okay? So structural stability, built stronger than their best. That's a fact. No matter, that's a fact. Number one, I question that they even have treated our competitors. Some of them do, some of them don't, but I know for a fact that a couple of them where they get their truss from, it's whitewood truss. I know for a fact that they're not going to do 2x8 truss. Okay, all of our truss are built with number one kiln dried lumber. Okay, yellow pine, number one. All right, here's the scissor truss, 5-on-12 roof pitch. Okay, red iron is going to give you this. Most of our competitors are going to be at 3-on-12 or 4-on-12. Okay. And some of them, we say right here that our competitors' premium buildings is 2x6. Most of the time, you got a 2x6. If there's a 2x6, it's going to be 2x4 interwebbing. So be careful of that too. And a lot of 2x4 truss out there. So just be aware, folks. I mean, our classic building is way better than all of our competitors' best building. Just understand that. And if you want to, call me, call the building specialist. We have spec sheets to back us up. We don't hide anything. We're very transparent, and we will show you what we're talking about. Okay? The Mallett Classic building. This is what we added. 2x8 scissor truss, 5-on-12 roof pitch. Standard. This is tremendous, folks. Like I said, it's 74% better than a 2x6 in the bending strength. It's 175% stiffer because of the 2x8 truss. So when our competitors said that a 2x8 truss is not necessary, I beg the difference, okay? Especially when you live in our area or anywhere south of I-10 or anywhere for that matter. Wouldn't you want the very best that you can get, something that's going to last you a lifetime? That's what you're going to get when you buy a building from Mallett Building, okay? Standard 26 gauge metal on roof and walls. Some of our competitors can do 26 gauge, but they start out at 29 gauge. We're standard 26 gauge on roof and wall. Okay? On the classic building, you got a 4-inch, 4,000 PSI, and we add microfiber into that concrete. Our competitors are 3,000. We're 33% stronger on our concrete. So, folks, we're almost 200% stronger on our truss. We're 33% stronger on our concrete. We have cable retention system that they just don't do. Superior underneath your slab that's going to help with that uplift, which we need here in the hurricane season or in the north when you have high winds. Okay? They just don't do that. You get concrete under every post. This building is 135 mile an hour rated. Okay? I'm gonna make sure our engineer updates this. It may be more now. I don't know. We're going to find that out. But right now, I can safely say 130 mile an hour winds. Okay, when you jump up to the signature, you're upping your game a notch. Why? Because, well, you still get the 2x8 scissor truss, 5-on-12 roof pitch. You get roof and wall insulation. You get 2 10x10 roll-up doors. You get a 6-year workmanship warranty on our signature building. You're going to get everything else that the classic building gets. Remember, our competitors don't use 4x4 over their framework. What I mean by that is on all your windows and doors, walk-through doors, we're going to put a 4x4 post on each side of that to help with the strength of that door or window. Our competitors don't do that. They're going to use 2x6s. We're going to do the 2x6s too, but we back them up with superior material here at Mallett with 4x4. Okay? Remember that. Now, when you jump up to the Elite package, like I said, you get all the bells and whistles. Why? We throw everything in this building that you can possibly want or need. You get a 10-year workmanship warranty. Standard, remember, standard on the 2x8 scissor truss. Okay? We're going to tighten up that truss spacing and that post spacing for you. We're going to give you 3 foot on the truss spacing, 9 foot on the post spacing. Still get the 5-on-12 roof pitch, 2 10x10 roll-up doors, roof and wall insulation. The difference is we're going to throw gutters and gutter brushes on this building for free. Okay, that's a $20 to $25 linear foot value. Okay, especially when you add the gutter brushes. 6-inch concrete versus 4-inch, 1.5 times stronger, or 2.5 times stronger. Sorry, and then post protectors, insulated windows, continuous ridge vents, wainscoting, all included in the Elite package. And don't forget, we're going to cut those control joints for you after we pour your concrete on the Elite package. This building's 145-mile-an-hour wind load. All right? Now, experience does matter, okay? Talk a little bit about Mallett Buildings. We've been in business for 26 years. We're fully licensed commercial and residential, okay? You can hire us to be your contractor on record, all right? No contractor violations. We got 500 plus reviews on the BBB and Google, all right? Locally owned right here in Iowa, Louisiana. Lee is very committed to supporting his community or our community and the state. We couldn't do that without your help, so we thank you very much, our customers, all right? We offer the classic, the signature, and the Elite building, which I just spoke about, the best in the business. Remember, we have unmatched craftsmanship. Why? Because we put the best materials in your building. We build our own truss. We are a licensed engineered firm right here. You met Daryl a few times. We don't have to third party our stamps. He stamps everything here. Our competitors have to do that. That's why you're going to pay more, okay? So remember that. And also remember, if you are serious about buying a building, go to our website, play with the 3D model, get your building just like you want it, hit submit, and one of our building specialists is going to get with you with a quote, okay? Now, you can trust Mallett Buildings, years in business, 26 years. I just went over all this, okay? So we went through 16 hurricanes, and this is true. The building I'm standing in right here. Why can we do that? Because we put superior products in your building, okay? The cable retention system alone helps with this uplift, all right? Like I said, we tie all posts together underneath that slab. It'd have to take the whole slab up to take your building. All right, remember, I told you a while ago, we back everything up. We don't just say it, we show you. And we have spec sheets on every building, the classic, signature, and Elite. It's going to show you exactly what comes in your building. No guesswork here, okay? So make sure if you're shopping out there, you make sure you understand what they're giving you. Ask those questions, people. Ask the questions about the PSI of the concrete, because that matters. Ask how big their truss is. Why? Because it matters. They're going to tell you it don't matter, but it does. Bring it to me and I'll show you why it matters, or our building specialist. It all matters, and you can find it all right here on any one of our spec sheets. Go over our specials one more time. Remember, you got to call in to find out a price on our specials. But on our classic building, now it's 2x8 truss, 5-on-12 roof pitch. We got a special going on right now, 20 by 50 by 12. Make sure you call in and see what that special is. All right, let's see. Special number 2, you got a 30 by 30 by 12. Remember, the classic buildings, 2x8 scissor truss. This is big, folks. This is big, because we're giving you more for the same price. Call in and find out what our special price is. Standard 5-on-12 roof pitch. Remember, our competitors are just not going to do this. Their best building, they're not going to give you 5-on-12 roof pitch. They're not going to give you concrete 4,000 PSI. Plus, we put microfiber. They're not going to give you that. They're not going to give you a 4-year workmanship warranty. And if they do, ask yourself this: have they been in business for 4 years? If they haven't, how can they give that to you? All right? Concrete under every post. Okay? Concrete in every hole, under every post, helps at a footing. Our competitors are not going to do that. 2x8 scissor truss, cable retention system, which I just told you how superior that is to anything else like that. So this special is a 40 by 50 by 12. Okay? This is our classic building. Call in and find out the special price. Elite Series. This is something new, and I tell you, last week it was one of the two. Now it's 10 by 20 gable extension, and yes, and pick your height of a 12 foot height, 14 or 16. Okay, this is $17,000 value that we're throwing in on this package. So call in and find out what we're going to sell. There's three different buildings. You got a 30 by 50, a 40 by 50, and a 40 by 60. Okay, and this is the Elite package, which all the bells and whistles come with this. You get gutters, gutter brushes, control joints, 6-inch concrete, all the bells and whistles, okay? This is a nice little package right here. We're calling it the Cajun Oasis, and it is an elite building. It's going to get, you're going to get an electrical package, and you're going to get a 3-ton HVAC system. That's a wall-mounted package unit. A 20 by 30 by 12 for $29,999. This will go great on at the camp at Toledo Bend. You can finish it out. All you got to do is turn on, when we're done with this building, you turn on the lights and the AC and start cooling yourself, okay? Now, we'll beat anybody's bids. Bring them to us, apples to apples, by $1,000, folks. This is real, all right? That's our show today. We appreciate your business. Oh, wait, hold on. We got something. Let's see. I appreciate y'all going to these live videos. Very informative. Yeah, Mark, if you got any questions, thank you for coming in. Let's see, would you consider making a deal on a 30 by 60? Yeah, we would, Mark. Call in and tell your building specialist that you need to talk to Trent. We'll make you a special. Thank you for coming in, Mark. We'll see you tomorrow. Y'all have a